for to say, hey guys, it's Klaus. Just like title of video says, Klaus is going to give you advice today on how to improve your win rate. Guaranteed, no questions asked, no bullshit. Now, as lots of other YouTubers have videos and they explain to you how to be better. And all of them play games and they show epic game and they say, see, this is what you have to do. You have to go hull down, you have to flank around here, take shot, track this guy, back up, don't get hit by artillery, and flank around here, shoot this, load HE and blow him up, blah, blah, blah. You do 8,000 damage and look, you can be better if you do that. What they're actually saying is, look at me, I'm so good, this is my best game this month, I put it on YouTube, and if you play like this, then you'll be better too. Well, that's not very good advice, so Klaus is going to give you advice while you watch Klaus play KV5 here. Just watch game is entertaining too. Klaus is going to give you advice how to improve your win rate without changing how you play at all. Okay, so just some points here. Number one, never play your tank stock. Never. You get a new tank, you get a new Tiger, tier 7, has no engine, no gun, no turret, you have all stock, and you roll out and you say, oh, got new Tiger, and you play your game and you barely make it out of spawn, and 5 enemies spot you, shoot you, track you, light you on fire, and you die. Because you're in stock, useless Tiger. Then you play 83 more games to unlock tracks and engine, and another 122 games to unlock gun. And in those 200 games, your win rate is 44%. Because you suck, because you're stock. Well, what you do is you just save up, convert free XP with your better tanks. You play your good tanks, the tanks you have elited, and you save that up, and you don't play Tiger until you can unlock all modules and put them on, and then play Tiger when it's got top gun and good engine and turret and tracks. Why? Well, let's just say in those 200 games, maybe the better gun would have made a difference. 2 out of 100 games, maybe you would have been just that much better. You could influence game twice out of the 100 games you played stock. Well, that's 2% better win rate. So instead of 44, you're 46 right there. So that's first thing. The second thing is the same idea with crew. Never play tank with 50% crew. Klaus can't believe how many cheap bastards out there don't want to train their crew for 20,000 to get them up to 75-80%, or even better, when it's on sale, use 100 gold and train your crew. Get crew to 100%. Maybe, just maybe, 1 out of 100 games, that 100% crew loader can load just a little bit faster than that 50% loader, and you not die like a stupid. Once out of 100 games, maybe that situation happens where you can actually help team instead of dying like stupid because you had a 50% loader. So now you're 47%. Now, what's next? Third thing. Don't play your tanks without equipment, for Christ's sakes. Klaus play with Miss Smooch hundreds of games and can't understand why she never get as much damage as Klaus when we both shooting same people with E25. And then Klaus find out, well, she's too cheap to put gun rammer on tank because it costs too much, don't want to spend the credits. Well, okay, well then you do 10% less damage. It's good for you. And you lose maybe 1 out of 100 games where you needed that one last shot. 1 out of 100. That's another percent. 1 out of 100 is another 1%. Yeah, so Klaus is giving you 3 things you can do, guaranteed. You do those 3 things and play the same. If you're useless, you keep playing useless. If you're good, you keep playing good. Doesn't matter how you play. You just do those 3 things and your win rate will go up, guaranteed. Guaranteed. The only advice Klaus can give you when you're actually playing game is only one piece of advice. Just try your best, like Klaus is doing here versus this ELC in this big slow tank. The only thing Klaus can tell you that guaranteed to increase your win rate is always go back to base. When you play in your game, you win your side. You know, you go east, you roll through all enemies. You have two choices. You go sit in their cap and open like stupid, or you go back to base to help your teammates. That's the only advice Klaus can give you that's gameplay related, is go back to base. Whenever you're in the middle of games, what would Klaus do now? Go back to base. When you don't know what to do because should you cap? You killed everyone on the east side. What do I do now? Go back to base. If you go back to base, you cannot help your team lose. You will not help lose if you go back to base. You might help your team lose if you do anything else. If you do something stupid, like go sit in enemy cap and die, because usually all the caps in this game are in the open. You notice that? Most bases are in the open. So if you go sit and cap, you usually die if there's lots of enemies still around. Maybe if just one enemy is around. But anyway, only in-game piece of advice Klaus give you is go back to base. The other three, you do them, and guaranteed, you do what Klaus said. Those 3 points: never play tank stock, never use 50% or 80% crew, always try to get 100% crew. And 3, put equipment on all your tanks. Never play your tank without equipment, ever. If you can't afford to play or buy that equipment, play a different tank, one that has gun rammer. You do those 3 things and go back to base sometimes, and Klaus guarantee your win rate go up 3-4%, maybe 2%. If you're already a good player, you already do these things, forget about it. But if you're a new player, you do these things and you're going to be better, guaranteed. Just play the same way you're playing, have fun, and do those things, and your win rate, guaranteed, will go up. You can take that one to the bank. Klaus says so. Thank you all for watching.